Sculpt the shape of the horns onto any solid base. A table will do. I used a bald cap mold so I could see how they would look on my head and so that I could move it around to different places. Block out the structures and then smooth and refine. I added the bumps by rolling long strings of clay and then wrapping them around the base. I smoothed out everything with a combination of the end of a brush and alcohol-soaked brush to soften. The clay that I used for this is an oil-based clay so that it doesn't dry. I suggest any non-drying clay for these kinds of projects. It should be noted that these techniques and methods can be used to make any ears, horns, or other 3D forms or prosthetics. Spray the sculpture with 2 layers of clear matte spray paint, allowing for 20 minutes to dry in between coats, and then more than an hour for the next step. Sponge thin layers of liquid latex evenly over the entire structure. Use a minimum of 20 layers, allowing for 20 minutes to dry in between each layer. Make sure to mark your layers in some way so that you don't forget what layer you're on. If your layers are not dry, you'll notice that your sponge will be sticking to the latex, and this is a really easy way to ruin all the work that you've put in. So really make sure that your layers are dry enough that you can touch them without it sticking to your hand. Dust a light layer of baby powder all over the structure to keep it from sticking to itself in the next steps. Start by rolling the latex base of the structure towards the sculpture to get a little bit of a grip. After pulling up the latex around the base, cut the sculpture off of the former surface. Continue to pull the latex off the sculpture while powdering every few inches. Stuff cotton balls soaked in liquid latex as well as dry cotton balls into the hollow latex. You can do all of the cotton balls soaked if you want to for extra stiffness. Seal the horn off by pouring liquid latex into the opening. Cut extra latex off the base of the horns, leaving flaps to wrap around the headband. Glue the horns in place on the band, ensuring that they're in the right spot. Pin the flaps and horns in place to help them dry in the right spot. Mix black and brown acrylic paint for the flat sections of the horns. Sponge on, leaving the bumps bare. Paint brown onto the bump parts. Brush black-brown paint around to create texture. Dry brush white paint to highlight the structure of the horns, and you're done.